Hey guys, it's Vengeance, and today we're looking at a game I played in my E100. I had this game actually today. I mean the date I'm recording this video, and I thought I'm going to put it up. So I'm on Tundra with my platoon mates Forsage and Pagani Waira, and as you can see, I'm in my E100. This is a tier 10 game. It's a very tier 10 game, 6 tier 10s per team. And for the beginning of the game, I'm headed to this hill here in order to side scrape, because as you're going to see, there are going to be quite a lot of people in here. Pagani went to the middle and really didn't see anybody except one medium tank, and Forsage went to the far left. Still no target spotted, and so I finally managed to get up and I put a shot into the T-62A. Actually that was a white object 140, but I soon realized that there are tanks over there on the hill, so I start backing off. I angle and the I-7 doesn't manage to penetrate me, and actually it was a pretty good idea going here. Right now I'm in a pretty strong position. I can side scrape, and that guy does a very big mistake, comes out. Actually you couldn't see that there, but I hit him for 690 damage. One of our artillery splashed him, the bad shot, and after that, because that artillery is an autoloader, he killed him. So I did about 1500 damage until now, trying to aim for a weak spot on this I-7. Actually the I-7 has a weak spot on the turret, believe it or not. I think I've showed it a couple of times, but it's pretty hard to hit, and also you should be shooting it from a higher position than the I-7 itself, and this is not really the best case. So I'm trying to pause the video to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So exactly this bit here, if you can shoot it and hit it right on, not the observation post, not itself. The armor of the tank is slightly, it's like, I don't know how to call it, but it's on a higher level than the average of the turret, and that armor quickly becomes extremely strong, but the top of it is a lot weaker, so you can actually penetrate it with the E100. This is what I was trying to aim for. Didn't really hit. And side scraping for the I-7. I don't need to lose any health now. Right now the game is pretty even, but it looks like the enemies have us a little bit surrounded. Actually they are going up there on the flank, and we have to divide our forces in order to not get surrounded. There are only two guys here, but they managed to kill the Waffentrigger. I'm still trying to bait a shot from the I-7, and I see there is a King Tiger there, and he gets wrecked for 835 damage, and he decides to wisely back off. And this I-7 is giving me the sight, so I'm trying to get into position to fire, but I wasn't quite loaded in time, and right now I don't really have a chance. And again I'm trying to aim for the weak spot, but he's moving, so he's not really getting me the chance in order to shoot it. I fire one pretty clutch shot there. He was moving, I started moving a little, so that wasn't the best shot in the world. But I see that first of all the valley has collapsed, and I really need to stop losing time here, because I won't really be able to do anything to that I-7. I was more staying so that those mediums on the hill won't push, because as you can see those guys there are pretty low on health, all of them. So I was really the reason those guys weren't pushing, but I see that we are going to get flanked, so I get around and I see a T-125 with his side at me. I shoot, unfortunately, shot goes into the turret and it bounces, and he manages to penetrate me. Where did he penetrate? can't really see. It looked like it went in here. He reloads and he shoots again at me, but I was angled. And there is also a Conqueror above me and a medium tank over there somewhere in my left. So the best way to deal with this, I need my next shot to not bounce because I'm going to lose some precious health, and I also need to kill this guy ASAP because if I don't kill him I'm dead because I will get flanked. So I go and I shoot, and luckily that shell went a little bit to the left and hit the side of his lower plate, which is a lot weaker than the middle of the lower plate. And there's my first kill. So I managed to kill off that guy, and now I'm switching to hit, but this is only going to be temporary. I'm switching to hit because I want to make sure I'm going to penetrate the Carnarvon. Unfortunately, I didn't really need hit here because I would have penetrated that shot anyways. The next shot might have bounced, you're going to see, if I hadn't used hit, because right now I'm going to aim for his lower plate, and if with AP, if I hit that, I'm going to penetrate. But on the unfortunate case that I don't actually hit the lower plate, the shot can bounce from his upper plate. And killed off the Carnarvon, and right now as you can see those guys here really didn't stand a chance, and at least they managed to kill the mediums. The artillery kills the E75, so we know the artillery has about 3 shells remaining. The I-7 tries to go down, but he sees that I'm coming for him. And right now I know the artillery has about 3 shells remaining, so I don't really want to try and fight this guy. Because if he knows how to play it, he can how do you call it? He can try and stay next to me, so I won't be able to shoot in his turret. Right now I was hoping this T-62A will be going through the open field, but actually I was wrong. He went around the rocks, so right now my only chance, if I want to survive, is rushing on this IS-7. So there I go, loaded hit rounds, and this is the penetrating shot that I needed. And right now, if I fire one high explosive shell into him, doesn't really matter where it hits, it's going to be deadly. Trying to ram him, artillery missed me once. The T-62A damaged my ammo rack, I repair it. Artillery misses again, and that was the artillery's third shell. At the time I didn't really realize that, so I backed off and I tried to get into some cover here. It's 12:13 and it's me in an object 140, actually it is T-62A, and that was a very poor clutch shot. And I'm switching to HE again because I know I can kill that E50 with one HE shot. That's all I need. I don't really need to try and shoot some hit or AP. A high explosive shell is pretty much guaranteed to kill him. So I was seeing he was trying to go forward, and I fire a clutch, managed to kill him. There's my fourth kill. Right now it's a 2-on-2. My ally is capping, and I was hoping even if he dies, all he needs to do is shoot that T-62A once, because if he manages to do that, that T-62A is going to be a one-shot kill for me, no matter my roll, if it's low or high. So he's pretty much being beaten, and there we go, he manages to hit that T-62A and he dies. So I'm alone against an artillery that has 4 kills and a T-62A. Right now I'm seeing that the T-62A is going over here, and I was hoping I'm going to catch him while he's crossing this river. I don't really have a perfect shot, and I missed the opportunity. That was pretty frustrating. I spotted him right as he was getting out of my field of view, and I wasn't able to pull in the shot. I should have been more careful here, but I wasn't really guaranteed that he was going to go over there. I thought he was diverting me because he's a pretty good player. I mean, as far as I know, that the clan he's in is a pretty good one. And my guess is that the artillery is somewhere over there, and so I'm trying to stay near this rock, but the way that shell hit looks like it was far from the other position where the artillery can be. So right now I just want to not get spotted by that guy, and I'm trying to cap a little bit. I want to force him to come to me, because if he wants to circle me, he needs to get into the open, and I'm going to have an opportunity to shoot at him once, but that one shot should be enough to kill him, unless I hit the tracks or I hit the turret. So that's what I'm counting on, that he's going to try and come to me, and there he is. He's kind of trying to get lower to me. He also spotted me for his eye. The artillery misses, and I'm trying to make the best out of this shot. He stops, and I stop and finish him off. And there's my 5th kill. And right now it's a one-on-one against the artillery. I'm not going to switch to HE because it's just too risky. The HE can fail to penetrate and is not going to do a much deal. It's probably not going to kill the artillery in one shot. And also, if I manage to kill the arc, I'm going to get a top gun. So I was pretty nervous right now because that artillery can kill me in one shot. That thing can do 2100 from 400 to 600 damage, I think, 700, I don't really know if it can do that much because the E100 is pretty heavily armored. And there he is, my guess was right, he was there, so trying to aim for him, I can't really see, and I managed to finish him off, securing my top gun and a victory. So this was one of the better games. In fact, I never really had a game this good in my E100 for quite some time. I had a couple of games with about 5,000, 6,000 damage, but they weren't, you know, with this much adrenaline, because I usually wasn't left alone against poor enemies, or if I was, I died, and I did a lot of damage but not so many kills, not a top gun really. I haven't had a top gun in my E100 for quite some time, and so I thought I was going to put this up. So let's see some post game stats, and there we go. 82,000 credits, 1900 experience without a double or anything. It was a 1300 base experience. Steel Wall, Top Gun, High Caliber and Mastery Badge Ace Tanker. A couple of achievements there, I don't really know them. As far as I know, the one from the right, so basically the closest to the score on the left, is dealing more damage than your tank's health points. The other one is receiving damage from 4 different players and still surviving, and stuff like that. I don't really know all of them. And yep, let's see, 5,600 damage, not so bad actually. Actually this was a good result. I should stop bragging, but thing is, compared to what replays I got, I'm getting, actually this is not as much into a tier 10 game, but for me it was pretty good. So I also had very good games in my 100. I had one game with 9,600, a game with 8,000, but those games were pretty long ago, when I wasn't really keeping my replays or uploading them to YouTube. And also our platoon overall did pretty well. If crucial contribution was given to 12,000 damage in a platoon instead of 12 kills, this would have been a crucial contribution, but it wasn't, so that's a shame. And there we go, 15 shots fired, 14 hit, 12 penetrated, 14 hits received, only 3,000 damage blocked by armor, because a lot of the shots were absorbed by the space armor or the tracks, and they don't count as damage blocked by armor. The potential damage should be reintroduced, in my opinion. And I'd have gotten a profit even with a standard account, so yay. And yeah, Reward for missions completed. I'm not entirely sure what this is for. Yeah, I'm a noob. But anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please think about rating it, and have an absolutely awesome game and day. Have better games than I do. See ya. And really, I don't really mean I'm having bad games. I'm actually having good games, so you should have awesome games. Yep, I pretty much derped that one. See ya guys later.